Okay, in this video we are going to take a look at how to create our own package that we can export out of Unity. We could potentially give to other people who wanted to use it, and we can use that package in other projects right here inside of Unity.
Right.
Now, earlier on in another video, we took our entire camp and we turned it into a prefab. And you can see there is a link running from our project view into this current instance of the camp. In fact, let me fly over to it so we can see it. And what I want to do is take this camp and package it up so that we could either, hand it out. We could use it in another project inside of Unity. To do this, I'm going to grab my prefabs folder. Sounds really funny when you say it that way. And I'll simply come up under Assets and choose Export Package. Now, when I do this, a lot of different things appear.
Right. What you're looking at is actually all of the dependencies that prefab, or whatever you selected, in our case the My Prefabs folder, is dependent on. Inside of there, it realizes that there is a camp prefab. That camp prefab has a bunch of different assets. If you look, it is actually pulling an animation clip for the flickering light. It has an audio file for the fire sound. It's going back to the camp FBX and various other assets. All of these are being calculated by Unity, going, all right, you want this prefab? This prefab requires all this stuff. So it's going through all of the metadata, figuring out all the dependencies, putting it together, and showing you what it's going to make a package of.
That's right. And if you needed to, you could come in here and uncheck certain aspects if you knew for a fact you didn't want those to come along. Now, we're not going to do that. We're just going to click on the Export button, and it's going to ask us where we want to save this. So we'll just drop this. Let's actually move over to our U drive. And we'll save this out as our camp Unity package. Press Enter, and it's going to take a moment to compress all this up. This is kind of like a zip file with privileges.
Right. What this is doing is it's also bundling up all the metadata that Unity uses to keep track of what assets are attached to other assets. Case in point, the camp prefab has a material. That material requires a texture. So that texture is a dependency of the material, and that is all contained inside of the metadata. So what Unity is doing is bundling all that up together and then putting it in this package. So if you use it later, or you give this to a fellow developer and they import it, when they import it, all of these assets come together with their linkages or the connections to the dependencies, so you don't have to go through and hand drag and drop and put everything back together.
And here we can see our Camp Unity package inside the OS. So I'll slide this out of the way. And here inside of Unity, let's go to File, New Project. And let's actually take this over to, let's see if it'll let us just browse over to the U drive. It'll just be a little bit easier. And let's say U, back, and we'll just call this Temp Project.
You actually have to create a new folder.
I will, won't I?
Yep.
Okay, well that's fine. We'll make a new folder then. And we'll call this Temp Project. So with that selected, we'll click on Select Folder. And now we'll create this brand new project. Let's go ahead and save any changes we might have made here. Unity will shut down and restart inside of our new project, which isn't going to have any standard assets loaded into it. So Unity is going to be very blank right now. Now we'll go back up to Assets, come down to Import Package this time. And if we jump over to the U drive, we can see our camp.unity package. Let's double click that. And it's going to load everything in. Now it gives us a list. Here's everything that's included, just kind of a way for you to, one, verify that this is new stuff that isn't already loaded up in your project view already, and that you do want to load all of it, so you can check things on and off if you so desire. Then click Import. We'll have to give this just a moment.
Yeah, particularly when it gets to the audio file. Audio files, PSD files, in Unity, when you're importing them, typically take a lot longer than other assets.
So we'll give that just a moment to come in.
Yep. But one thing to watch is, as this finishes up, keep an eye on the project view. You're going to see a whole bunch of stuff start to show up in there. And should be soon, and there it is.
So now we got a lot more than just the My Prefabs folder. We got the entire folder structure of all of the dependency objects as well. So we can come back under My Prefabs. We can select our camp and just drag this into the hierarchy view. And if we select this guy and hit F, We can frame up on it, and it is sitting here at the location that it was originally stored in the prefab.
Right.
So there we are. We've now taken this camp object, and the whole thing is here. The models are here. The collision objects are here. The particles are in place. The sound effects are in place. This is ready for another developer to literally just drag and drop right into their scene.
Right. And it even has our pet rock that's warming himself by the fire.
It does. Our rock has come along for the ride. So that covers everything I wanted to discuss here, which is really just how to create your own packages and how to bring other packages into Unity. Now, remember, you can grab packages off the internet. There are some available actually on the Unity website. There are folks who create packages that you can download from various locations online. You can purchase packages that have prefabs that you might want to use commercially in some of your game projects. Or you can package up and make available or even sell some of your own. So that is going to wrap things up for this video. Thanks for watching.